All right. This is Brother Ira back at you with a lesson. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Kakadash, double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone. I'm not a part of GMS, but I follow the teachings and the doctrine. I'm just gonna put this out there. And yeah, man, and I'm new to this stream thing, so I'm just trying it out. A brother of mine came through, helped me set it up. So bear with me if I feel like I'm gonna get stuck with this. But yeah. So the name of this lesson is called "The Beginning of the End of Eve at Ease." That's the name of this lesson. This is going to be about her downfall and that Donald Duck truck taking away her comfort zone. And it's a beautiful thing, man. So now, yes, so can't wait the next month how next month is going to be, man. Is it's going to be a riot, uproar going on? Because I was watching some video before I did this live. I don't know if it's real or not, because it was showing a lot of people looting and all types of stuff. I mean, it could have been something that somebody putting together and making it seem like this people's looting already. I don't know what city this was at, but yeah, it was going down, right? But hey, if it is or not, whatever, but it's giving, just let you know it's gonna go down next month, man. When Jake can't get free they free food, man. And they just like, yo, we've been saying, the elders and apostles have been talking about this for years. I've been telling people for years myself, you know, even before, I stopped following GMS. I was with IUIC. I used to tell people back when I came in the truth like 10 years ago. So it's like, hey man, you know, it's what's gonna go down. Now, and you got some people, some Jake I know at my job, they still look stuck on stupid, waiting for dumb. And a lot of them know they see it, but they still in disbelief, they're in denial. Like, Donald Trump about to come with that wrath, man. You know what I'm saying? And our people still out here thinking things are sweet. Because when you tell them, like when you say, yo, you see the things that's going on in Chicago, California, and these other cities, well, that's over there. It's not gonna come here. Like, listen, man. Hey, listen, man. When certain cities catch a cold, when certain cities sneeze, man, other cities gonna catch that cold too, man. You know, you think Donald Trump is gonna stop there? Oh, it's coming here. And that MOTB just around the corner, man. It's coming, man. You know, it's coming, man. It's right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? You know. So it's about to go down. You know, it's about to go down. Hold on for a minute. Bear with me. I ain't got to that point yet, but yeah, it's gonna go down, man. So I would like to get some scriptures and get to it, man. Eve, it's the beginning of the end of Eve at ease. And let's get some scriptures on this, man. Hmm. Okay, let me go. Let me go. Bear with me. Let's go. All right, bear with me. Mm-hmm. All right, so it says right here, the book of Isaiah, chapter 32. I got the scriptures right here. The book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, you careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Because, yeah, we've been on the highways and byways prophesying to our people about the coming destruction, man. And a lot of our people, they don't want to take heed to what we got to say. You know, you got Eve, she'll talk crazy man shit to you, cuss you out. You know what I'm saying? Call you bum niggas and all that, you lame, all that. Y'all ain't a cult. But now you see what Donald Trump is doing, man. He's taking away these snacks, man. You know? So it said, the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my mouth, you careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. They ain't giving ear to the speech of the prophets, what we're saying, man. We are prophesying, we are warning them. But now, since they want to be hard-headed, now they got to suffer the consequences. Like the old saying goes, hey, a hard head make a soft ass. So Yahweh Shah about to put ass to belt to these black women, man. You know what I'm saying? Verse 10, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Now, the SNAP benefits is not going to come in the mail next month because now they want to be rebellious. Heavenly Father's about to take away their comfort zone because many years, man, I've been hearing, the black woman always say, oh, I got daddy government taking care of me. I don't need no man, I don't need, and no man can do for me. The government doing everything. He pay as long as I get my food stamps this month, I get this much money every month. I don't need no man to take care of my kids. You know what I'm saying? They used to back in the 90s, I used to hear a black woman say that all the time. They used to say that shit proudly. I mean, very proudly. And it's like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? They used to say that very proudly. Throw it all in your face. You know what I'm saying? Make Jake feel all bad, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I used to literally see like brothers will get with a black woman. They'll be in a relationship for a while. I don't see times they don't, a woman and a brother will be together for like 5 years, 6 years. And that 5 or 6 years, he'll get her pregnant, and then she'll just break up with him out of the blue as soon as she had that baby. Now, and I used to always wonder, like, damn, that's kind of strange how y'all been together all this long. As soon as y'all get this kid, you know, she she dumped you. And it took me a minute to catch on that. It took me a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, what's up with that? I start seeing the pattern with a lot of these women doing that. I start seeing a pattern. You know, I start to see an ongoing pattern with that. And I'm like, why? You know what I'm saying? Then it caught on to me. And I hear, I mean, one sister, I heard a few sisters saying, "Oh, all I want to do is get a baby by him. Then I'm gonna break up with him so I can get on get child support from him. And then I can get on social service and get paid. I don't want to work." I actually hear chicks say these things, man, out of their damn mouth. Say this out of their fucking mouth, man. Feel me? So a lot of these women will have kids just for money, man. It was like a scheme. So they don't have no love for their kids, man. They don't have no love. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna read that verse again. The book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 11. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and girt sackcloth upon thy loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant field, for fruitful vines. See now the teats on. Let's go get that. What teats mean, right? Let's get that. Let's get that. Teats. Shalak, excuse me. Hold up, wrong. Oh, let me get this. Nope, it's not. Bear with me. Yeah, this will do. Right, teach. And the meaning of teach is a biblical literature. The term teats refers to the breast of a nipple of a female, practically in the context of nursing and nurturing offering. A concept of teats is often associated with provision of sustenance and of care, symbolizing maternal love and the natural aspects of Yahweh creation. So the term teats is not frequently used in the most English translation in the Bible, but concept is presented in various pages that discuss nursing and the care of young children in the Barren Standard Bible. Imaginary nursing and a material role often conveyed through related terms and descriptions. One most direct reference to concepts of nursing are found in the book of Isaiah, where the prophet used the imaginary of a mother nursing her child to describe the comfort and care of Yahweh provide of his people. So now America is been nourishing our people, man. You know. So now the Heavenly Father put the spirit on Donald Trump to remove that titty away from Jake mouth, man. So now they ain't not gonna be nourished no more. Hold on. Right? Let's get Revelation chapter 12, verse 14. Revelation chapter 12, verse 14. It says it right here. The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 14. And to the woman were given two wings and a great eagle that might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she is nourished for a time and a half of a time from the face of the serpent. See, she was nourished of a time and a half of a time. Right? 3.5 years, they're like 3.5 years, three and a half years, man. You know, that we was nourished, or that we was nourished by this devil. Was it 300 or something? What, 300 and something years, right? Hold on. Salak, excuse me. Right? So to break down key element in AI, it said the woman represent Yahweh's people, typically interpreted as Israel of the church. The two wings of the great eagle, a symbol of the divine assistance, of protection, of deliverance, or drawing an Old Testament imaginary where Yahweh carried the Israelites' eagle wings out of Egypt, right? In the wilderness, a place refuge. But this is talking about spiritual Egypt, America, right? And the symbol divine assistance, protection, and deliverance from drawing of the Old Testament imaginary, where Yahweh carried the Egyptian Israelite eagle wings out of Egypt. But a place of refuge prepared Yahweh for the woman escape the dragon persecution. See, who's that dragon? Esau, Edom, right? And the times and times and a half of times is 3.5 years, period, with prophetic time frame for the duration of this intense persecution by Satan notes. So that's going into what Babylon the Great, aka America, right? From the time of what 1619 all the way up to now. With the Northern Kingdom as well, it was in 1492, you know. So during that generation time, we was being nourished by this demon, man. You know what I'm saying? We was being spoiled. I mean, when you were being spoiled, that means what? In captivity, slavery, oppression, right? Our people's being oppressed by this demon. And our people, you know, and they gave us what? They gave the black woman free assistance to destroy the black family. You know what I'm saying? So that right there didn't help us at all. You know, that right there didn't help us. You know, so this whole time we was being oppressed. That's why it says get that. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Well, I'll get it from here. Remove. Mm. Right? It's like Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression make a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. Right? So Ecclesiastes 7, the gift destroyed the heart, man. And a lot of our people, man, they've been destroyed by those gifts that Esau gave them. You know, that's why a lot of them, when you come with this truth, especially the so-called black woman, they ain't trying to hear you, man, because they don't got only fan pages. They get to be whores and make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? They get, benefits in schools and all that, all these gifts. And they can have all these kids and get all these type of benefits. So now that's getting taken away from them. Now they panicking, man. They lamenting. You know? Let's get that. Uh, hold on. Right? Let's get Micah 7:7-10. The book of Micah. Book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 10. When they then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is thy Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mirror of the streets. So now she about to be trodden down soon, man. Because she think now there's no food, she can't get those benefits no more. You know what I'm saying? So the so-called white man don't turned on her, took back his streets, man. That's William Cartwright off of A Family That Stayed Together, Prays Together. Remember that movie? When at the end he told, it was what's her name, Cena Lathan, Lana Lathan, whatever her name was, when he couldn't, when he got fired from this position, you know what I'm saying, to be the owner of his father's construction company, but his moms had voted him out. And when he went to that to the parking lot to go home, he told the black woman, "Hey, hand over your keys in the car. It's over." And she started crying. She was like, "William, no." She said, "We can start our own company." They know it's over. I'm going back to my wife. I'm not gonna leave my wife. It's over. So turn in your keys. He said, "We got a baby." He said, "What baby?" And he got in the car and drove over there crying in the parking lot. That's the so-called white man breaking his treaty with Eve. That movie is spiritual, man. And then at the end, the black man Jake, he ended up getting his business. That's us getting to the kingdom now. That's the black woman now. We successful. That's how it's gonna be in Jacob's trouble. That's what? That's Isaiah 4:1. They're gonna want to come back to you after them did all this dirt to you. Now they're gonna want to come back to you and say I'm sorry, but it's too late. I'm just gonna pat the son on the head and give you a pat and walk off. You know, might give you a couple of wings, and when you ain't got nothing to eat, might buy you a dinner. Yeah, this is your last dinner, huh? Hey, have fun. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, for these years, for these times, man, ever since this devil set up this social service welfare stuff to y'all, man. Y'all got the black man out the house, man, and y'all been evil towards us, man, when y'all was getting that free money. Now it's gone. Now y'all wanna now when it's gone, now hey, yeah, y'all gonna wanna be nice to us, return to us. It's too late. Y'all had your time, you know? All right, get some more scriptures, man. Because now what's coming? Revelation. Let's get that. Because you know what's coming around the block, man. You know what's coming around the block. It's coming. Let's get that right? The book of Revelation, chapter 13. Let's start at 14. Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. And to deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying, them that dwell on the earth, they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. That's talking about Rome when it fell, right? So when Rome fell, what year? Let's get that. Hold on for a minute. Hello? This communication is delivered by Richgate Financial. Slovakia. Yep. Rome fell in 476 AD. That's what Rome fell, right? But now that's Rome. That wound was healed. What the Renaissance period, right? They came back into power, right? They came back in power. So they was wounded. They was healed. They had a deadly wound. That's when Rome fell. Then they came back in power. That's when it was healed. That's what we call the rebirth, the Renaissance time, right? So, right? It's a deceit that dwelleth on the earth, and means those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying them that dwell on the earth. So there was miracles what they were doing in the sight of Eve. That's when they dropped the bomb, or what's that? Tokyo, Japan. You know what I'm saying? Fat boy, little boy, and then and there's a lot of miracles they did with their technology, man. They science, and that's how they was able to gain control of the world once they was able to cause those miracles in the sight of the beast, man. And even now with Elon Musk, with the Neuralink, making people, blind people see, making people walk, controlling, computer with their mind. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna trick a lot of people, and they're gonna use that as for salvation. When see, this is I think what's gonna happen, man. By them taking away they snap, and chaos is gonna break out, whatever. And they're gonna come with that solution and say, "Hey, take this. You can get all that back." You know what I'm saying? You wipe, like they say, wipe away your debt. You're gonna able to buy. You're gonna put $2,000, $3,000, depends how much kids you have. You ain't gotta work. You can sit on your butt all day, play, PlayStation 5 and Madden and NBA 2K, whatever, all day. Kids smoke. You can, hey, take this. We're gonna give you a new home. And then Eve, Eve and some of these YNs, they're gonna take that, man, because they like free shit, right? But not knowing they being led in the trap. This man is a cutting hunter, man. He's the follower that that Yahweh was talking about, man, right? And he deceived that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. So he's going to deceive those that dwell on earth, which is 2/3 of our people and they people, right? And to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them, dwell on earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword and did live. That's America, Babylon the Great, which is image, his philosophies, his policies, his politics. You know what I'm saying? That's his image. The LGBT, the nasty people, all that. That's the image here, man. You all into his politics, his philosophies. So that's that image. You gotta worship his image. And in his military, learning his ways in his schools, you're teaching your kids his ways. Do as thy will spirit. You feel, you know what I'm saying? Everything that's against what Yahweh and Yahweh Bashem Yashai law, that the standard that we're supposed to live righteously. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right? That's like I said, the image of the beast speaking. That means this place, his philosophies, his policies, right? And he calls both all. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark in their right hand or in their forehead, because he's gonna cause the rich, all these celebrities and these, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna take that mark, you know what I'm saying? Even the poor, you know what I'm saying? By people, they ain't gonna be no middle class. You can tell they as you see, they wiping that out. They getting rid of that middle class crap. You know what I'm saying? And people that's in prison, you know, them YNs that's in prison, the OGs in prison, they're gonna take it, you know, and called us both small and great, rich and poor, and free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand and their forehead. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark of the name of the beast and the number of his name. Right? So you ain't gonna be able to buy no more, snacks, no more Nikes, no more ups, unless you have that mark, man. So that's how they're gonna cut you off from society. See, you see them setting the play up already. Now, and a lot of times, and you can tell how Eve and all these cats making these TikTok videos and they crashing out big time. So once this come into effect next month and how long this government shutdown lasts and let it play out, and then when they come with the solution, watch how 2/3 gonna run to get that chip, even though they're gonna know what it is, but they're gonna still take it. They're gonna still take it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna still take it because they're gonna do anything to be in that comfort zone. Right? Let's get some more. Let's get 2nd Ezra 16. Let's get 2nd Ezra 16. Verse. I'm going to start with 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 20. Verse 21, I mean. Behold, victuals shall be so good and cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword and famine and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the others that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Because now it's going to be great famine, shortage of food. That means it ain't going to be no more food. It's going to be a shortage of food, a food shortage, right? But only, because Esau Edom, he's gonna harvest those. He's gonna harvest those foods, man, to himself. So the only way you're gonna get it to eat is you got to come to him, and you're gonna have that micro device to get so. And it's gonna be it's gonna be violence. People gonna be getting killed. The sword is that modern day gun. Home invasions. People gonna be getting laid out here, man. Because this is what November 1st gonna be when they can't get those, those benefits no more. You would think what's gonna happen. So, excuse me, let me do some coffee back. So I'm back. Yeah. So what you think is gonna happen, right? So book of 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good and cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall those evils grow upon the earth, sword and famine, great confusion, right? There's gonna be great confusion when this whatever, if it do pop off, if they continue not to get, because what I'm seeing, getting them notifications on my phone, on my news app, that, they're not going to get, that money, it's going to run out. They're not getting no snap, it's over. So I could look like Donald Duck, Nero, 42, whatever you call him, is going, or 47, is going all the way with this. The Heavenly Father's heart in his heart, man, to do so. So, hey, man, this might pop off next month, man. It might go down. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and others
that escape the hunger shall sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out of dung as dung. And there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. Why? Because once all this, play out, all this melee, mayhem, all this, when cats go crazy, then that's what give Donald Trump the green light to send those troops out. And you might get those foreign troops out there. They're gonna be laying Jake out, even some of their own people out. Hey, so that dung on they're gonna be laid out on the streets, man. There ain't gonna be no funerals. And you know what I mean? That's what might stop the sedition. You know what I'm saying? And then that's gonna give Donald Trump say, hey, terrorists, you're gonna send troops to everybody's house, stop kicking down doors and dragging, bodying Jake and putting you into those concentration camps. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish in famine, and others escape. And the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as dung. There shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. So that's going to be abandoned cities, houses burned up, boarded up, because people ain't going to be living in them, There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. So that means they're going to your the city, your sanitation, like the garbage man, people who come, throughout the neighborhood, cutting the grass. Nobody gonna be able to cut the grass no more. The trees gonna start growing up, bushes and all that. The city gonna start looking like the wilderness, man. Because you ain't gonna have the garbage man, the man that cut the grass and mine the trees and trim the trees, do all that the city, you know what I'm saying? The city ain't gonna be taking care of this place no more. People ain't gonna be cutting their grass no more. It's gonna be all out hell out here. So your city may gonna look like a forest. You might start seeing that's what's probably gonna make those wild creatures from the wilderness come in to the city, because the city itself is gonna look like the wilderness, and plus all them dead bodies are gonna be laid out, and the stench of that is gonna bring in the animals, the scavengers, and even the foxes and all these type of birds and animals coming out trying to find something to eat because of the dead bodies, man. Verse 24, there shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men, so that one man shall desire to see another and hear his voice. Yeah, it's gonna be what? Because all these dudes gonna be put to death, man. So you're gonna be desired to see another person when and you might go for days and weeks and months without seeing nobody in your travels. I remember a few years ago, I had a dream about that, man. I was traveling, I was, on the run, whatever. And, I was being a vagabond on the earth. And it's like, man, it's like every city I was going to, it was nobody, man. It was just nobody. I wasn't seeing nobody for a while. When I did finally caught up with see somebody, it was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, I was happy to see another person. They was happy to see me. And they gave me somewhere to lounge at. You know what I'm saying? I had a few of those dreams. To see another and to hear his voice. For the city shall be tents left, and two of the field, which shall hide themselves in thick groves and in the cliffs of the rock. And that's going to be Edomites, man. Or some of our people going to be trying to hide in the cliffs of those rocks, man. In the mountains. And tents, hiding out in tents away from the martial art troops. It's going to be a lot of that. As in the orchard or olive, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when the vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them. Diligently seek through the vineyard, even those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them, and search their houses with the sword. So he metaphorically was talking about these people gonna be like clusters of grapes left here and there. That means that's going to people. It's going to be a speck of people here, people there. You know, it's going to be people that's going to be searching with the house with the gun, or even with the machete, all types of blunt weapons for what? Food, you know, to rape and kill, you know. And the earth shall be laid wait. Even so, in those days there shall be three or four left by them that search their houses with the sword, home invasions, and earth shall be laid waste, and the field thereof shall wax old. Her ways and her path shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel through there. It's gonna be ghost towns, man. Uh, Vacant cities, man. Nobody lived there. I don't have dreams that I don't been through cities like that. Nobody was around. It was at nighttime. It was dark, man. That shit was spooky, man. Straight out of a horror movie. I'm like, man, all I see was tall trees. I was like I was walking through a big field of cornfields, like, and I went to a city. It was nobody living there. It was the whole block was just dark, you know. Verse 33, virgins shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The woman shall mourn, having no husband. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. I mean, wives ain't gonna have no husband. The daughters ain't gonna have no helpers, meaning their fathers, nobody to help them down. They're gonna be straggling, man. You're gonna be seeing Eve, her kids hiding in big old green dumpsters that be seen in the back of restaurants. They're gonna be hiding in that. You know, Eve gonna, she gonna get down and dirty to survive, man. You know, they're gonna be hiding in holes and under, all types of places that you would never thought a person would hide in, just to try to survive. They're gonna try to come at you, trying to cling on to you to survive. You know what I'm saying? Hear know these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it and believe it, not of those gods whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and they are not slack. As the woman with child in the ninth month bring forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains and compass her womb, which pains with the child coming forth, and slack not a moment. So when this baby come out, it's gonna come, man. Right? It's gonna come in its perfection, man. It's gonna be back to back, back to back, back to back pains and trouble. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah 4:1. Let's get that. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach. Right? You know, they're gonna cleave onto you because hey, their benefits about to get taken away soon. So when all hell break loose, man, hey, they're gonna be calling up brothers and be trying to cleave onto you, you know. And even in that day, when it really get fucked up out here, they're gonna really be coming at trying to get down with brothers again, man. But a lot of them ain't gonna get taken, man, because they don't messed up, man. And the chickens came home to roost, man. Some of you females gonna have to eat that, man. Y'all had a long time living in pleasure, man. It's hey, you know what I'm saying? That's what y'all get, man. Y'all shitting on your men. Now y'all's gonna be shitting on as well. Let's get 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 6, and I'm gonna close it out. Hold on, now I'm gonna get one more before I do that. 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 6. Bear with me, bear with me. I'm getting it. Hold on, hold on. 1 Timothy, the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 5, verse 6. But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, and these things give charge that they may be blameless. Right? Because right now, man, she already living up to she already dead, man. For years, like I said, they have all types of benefits, man. For a long time, man. They living in their pleasures, man. Only fan page, being on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, showing off their eyes and titties, making a lot of money, hoeing, hooking, stripping, getting all the good jobs, free money, free food every month. They was living in pleasure for a long time, and shitting on their men. Now, what goes, now it's their turn. Now they about to suffer big time, man. They about to suffer big time. It's gonna came back like a boomerang on them. And now we're gonna get the shit on them. Let's get another scripture. I'm gonna close it out. I get the book of 2nd Ezra. Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown. The full storehouses shall be suddenly be found empty. And the trumpet shall give a sound which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. Who's that? What's that trumpet, man? The prophets. We out here giving off that sound, man. We giving off that warning. We alerting you, right? It's gonna be letting you know that all these things is coming to pass, man. It's gonna be famine, death, destruction, war, pestilence. MOTB is coming. All this World War III, nuclear war, all this thing, the turn of Yahushua, all these things we giving off that trumpet. Some of these places are going to be, all these Walmart. I think I just heard Walmart. Somebody was saying Walmart was on
on the November 1st or something, they said they was closing up all their stores or locking up all that stuff, man, till the shit pass over, whatever. So that's might cause a lot of, that's gonna be hard for people to get food, man. That people who got money to buy food, people who work hard, it's gonna be hard for them. See, and that's the meaning for them to bring in that MOTB to hey, if you can't, only way you can come in the store unless you got a digital ID or some type of thing. They might roll it out for that, who knows, right? But that's the end of this lesson. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, this brother Ira, the wise to Apostle Great Willstone, Shalom.